And welcome back to Ask the Doctor. I'm your host, Mike Berger. Joining us today is Dr. Charles Powell with Femsmart, and he's talking about how you can get rid of cellulite. If you have a question, by all means call us. Call the number on your screen. It's 1-877-981-2211, or you can email your questions to info@femsmart.com. Remember, we're not doing general medical today. We're talking about body sculpting, and we're going right to a question. We have a question from Elizabeth in North Richland Hills. Elizabeth, go ahead.
Yes, I would like to know how the cost of laser surgery compares to alternative surgeries for tattoo removal. Thank you.
That's a great question. Basically, tattoo removal is more of an external treatment. We do perform that at Femsmart as well, one of our very popular treatments for some of those mistakes that have occurred a little bit earlier in life. Basically, this is going to be a little bit more costly, but at the same time, it's a one-time treatment. We're talking about, instead of multiple sessions of 10, 12 treatments for tattoo removal, we're talking about a one-time treatment that gets to the source of it. So I asked your question about what's the cost comparison? Well, it would depend. Obviously, the larger the tattoo, the more area you have to treat, and the more cellulite, the more area you have to treat, and that's what it's based on. We base everything by amount of what we call squares, or 5-centimeter squares that we're measuring out. We have other pricing structures as well, and we give the client the best of the three so we make it more affordable for them. We're
talking about pricing for just a moment. Does it all have to be paid at once? Is there some sort of payment plan or that can be used?
Great question as well. Basically, the treatments are paid all up front. We do have some creditors that are willing to lend for the procedure, and we set our clients up with that and make arrangements with them. But no, this is a procedure that a lot of women have been prepared for, or saved up for, or have other funds for, and they put them right over into this because this is suddenly something that takes a priority with a treatment that really works.
Okay. Kelly's with us from Dallas. Kelly, what's your question?
Hello. I was calling, this is Kelly, and I was calling to see if this procedure is affordable.
Great question. Again, very relative to what you're getting done and how much you're getting done. The prices can range anywhere from $2,500 to as high as $12,000 to $13,000. But I'll be honest with you, Kelly, most of our cases we can do the normal amount of areas for a woman in as little as anywhere between $4,000 to $7,000 range.
We've talked about a lot of things today about cellulite. I've certainly learned a lot about it, that it's not an obesity problem.
Right.
It's a problem of heredity, basically.
Heredity, hormones, and various other things, the family curse, whatever you want to call it. Basically, we've got the treatment now that can really do something about it. We're very proud to have Cellulaze. We're passionate about Cellulaze because we've seen the positive effects it can have. We've seen the positive effects it not only has on the physical appearance of a woman, but also the inner side as well, as they see the improvements of what they have been embarrassed about for a number of years.
The mental well-being of a person.
Absolutely, and if that's you, come see us. We're glad to help you out, and like I said, very passionate about this, and are very excited to bring it to the area.
We have one last question. This comes to us from Kimberly in McKinney, and she wants to know, I don't have cash to pay for the procedure. What are my options? And again, we touched on this, that you do have lenders that will work with patients to help pay this.
Absolutely. A lot of patients will say what part of it that they can actually pay for, and then make up the rest of it with one of the creditors that we can utilize.
Is there any insurance programs that will pay for this as well or not?
Absolutely not. Insurance programs consider it cosmetic, and cosmetics typically are not going to be covered by most plans. You can try to make arguments from every which direction. I've done liposuction on diabetics and reduced their A1C levels, and not going to cover it, but no, not going to be covered.
Dr. Powell, thank you so much for being with us today, and thank you for joining us. Dr. Powell, of course, is from Femsmart. Remember, even though the show is over, your phone calls will still be answered. So all you have to do is call 877-981-2211 or send an email to info@femsmart.com. Or you can visit their website at www.femsmart.com. I'm Mike Berger. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.
This program is sponsored by Femsmart and features medical questions from viewers. Nothing within the program establishes doctor-patient confidentiality.